Welcome back to another market update. The date is June 23rd. How is it going, everyone? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Bodie, I'm surprised you're not in the stew with the crazy setup behind you right now.
I gotta move the mics and everything. I gotta do all that.
Rally it up. We got to do it.
We will be doing that. We will be doing that though.
Guys, the 12-day war is over. 12-day war.
Oh yeah,
As it's being called. But
hold on. I want to touch up on that.
Oh, we got a lot to touch up on. SEI. SEI, can I get a she? Wow, guys, I took a 45-minute nap. I'm jacked up on some Celsius right now.
Oh, you're amped up. You're amped up. Okay, guys.
You feel like a new man.
Let's dive into it, shall we?
See, I got my sheet up. Got my other sheet up. And I got my other sheet up.
Update. Okay. This past weekend, the U.S. strikes Iran's nuclear facilities with the bunker busters, okay? Today, Iran did their retaliatory strike. No damage was done, no casualties. And then later today, there was an agreed ceasefire between Iran, Israel, and the U.S. Qatar mediated the whole thing. They came out. It was a little choppy at first. Some were saying, no, that didn't happen. Something that happened. Then everyone said it finally happened. However, 10 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago, explosions went off next to a base in Iraq.
Stop.
Not kidding.
10 minutes ago.
Yeah, 10 and 15, maybe 30 most.
Cite your sources.
Defender Dome.
Ooh.
Video footage as well.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Could it be possibly old footage?
Nope. The fire camp of Taji to the north of Baghdad has been brought under control now with clear image able to be seen of the air defense and radar system that was targeted. So it was an air defense and radar system that was targeted, apparently by a drone or an airstrike. Now, I don't know why that happened. Maybe there was some miscommunication within Iran's army and nothing was fully communicated yet. And this was a thing that was planned in advance and they went forward with it. Or maybe Israel and Iran are getting their last lickings in.
Could it have been maybe like old footage, an old report, or this is as real as it gets?
Just got another update just now. Ready for this?
Yep.
Baghdad Operations Commander Lieutenant General Walid Al-Tamimi has now confirmed that an unknown drone targeted an air defense and radar site at Camp Taji to the north of the capital earlier, resulting in significant damage to the site, but no casualties among the Iraqi armed forces. This was targeted. I want to make something clear. This isn't a U.S. base in Iraq. This is an Iraqi army base that was targeted.
Okay. So, tell me more about the ceasefire. So this is a concrete, right? No more if ands or but. This is what they're saying.
This is concrete. This is concrete. All sides agreed. However, your face.
Well, I was just gonna say, because before that, right, there was the issue with the Strait of Hormuz or however you say it. Sorry if I said it wrong.
But yes, the ceasefire was agreed like literally an hour ago or 2 hours ago. However, Benjamin Netanyahu instructed his council to to be silent about it and don't bring it up and don't mention it to the media, even though it's already out. So
Right.
means not sure what that means.
Well, because that would be a really bad thing if that happened. That would cause gas prices to surge. Wouldn't be a good thing. So that's why I just wanted to confirm that it is for sure. Ceasefire is confirmed. It's out there.
It is.
All sides are saying yes.
Yes.
That's the
guys.
most.
So Arthur is mentioning the Hormuz Strait. What is the Hormuz Strait? The Hormuz Strait is a narrow body of water between Qatar, Iraq, Iran. Iran borders majority of that strait, and that's where majority of the world's oil is transported through. Okay, so if Iran were to shut down the Hormuz Strait and say if they were to start sinking vessels like oil tankers and stuff like that, then that's going to cause businesses not being able to transport over there if they're causing a blockade within there. And what's that going to do? It'll make oil prices surge. This is something that Iran threatened yesterday before all this stuff kicked off. But with the ceasefire now, I'm not so sure that's in the cards. Here's another thing too that you guys can consider. If a country really wants everybody to turn on them, then they're going to start then cutting off their means of making money and their economy is one way to do that. So I don't think it's in Iran's best interest. Also, the oil that they sell to China goes through the Hormuz Strait.
All right, I was just going to say that.
Mm-hmm. So I think it wouldn't, realistically, I think it was kind of like
it's more of like a flex play. Like, hey, like,
yeah.
so like we could do this full well knowing that it would hurt them too, because that strait is how they make a lot of their income, right? And that's how the oil gets to China too.
Yeah. So I don't think it'd be wise.
It's like one of those, hey, like I could do this and I could mess things up for all of us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's like a petty thing.
Right. Well, I didn't want to interrupt you earlier, but earlier you did kind of like a hand quotes when you said Iran strike back. Why'd you do the hand quotes? Was it because you think that was more kind of like what Trump was saying, that retaliation was just to like they knew if they did that, then the Iron Dome would have blocked those shots, but they couldn't look like chumps either, so they had to fire back something.
And so it's totally symbolic.
Right. Now that they fired back, they can agree to a ceasefire without looking like they kind of backed down.
Mm-hmm. It's a symbolic thing. And they did the same exact thing when, if you guys don't remember Trump's last term, he took out one of the top ranking Iranian generals, General Soleimani, with a drone strike when he was like literally getting off of a plane.
That was savage.
That was nuts. So Iran had to retaliate in some way, and they targeted a U.S. base in the region. However, they purposely missed the entire base and like struck around it, kind of just to show that they are defending themselves, right, in some sort of aspect. So I think the same thing happened here, because literally, no damage was done. All the missiles were intercepted besides one, and that one that wasn't intercepted was like away miss. So yeah.
Well, it looks like the market is reacting okay. The market is kind of always ahead of the news, and based off of these rebounds, I think knock on wood, I think these quote, I guess, terms are kind of here to stay, and it looks like the ceasefire will be an actual one. Just looking at the stock market, right? Things bounce back so hard. Tesla ripping, Microsoft new all-time highs. Bitcoin right back. The reason why I was asking if that news about about that strike that I guess happened 10, 20 minutes ago was because it's funny enough that that news is coming out as soon as ETH hits our historic macro resistance level at 2440. And then that news comes out.
And Buxton in the chat, Jacob Buxton, he said the ceasefire takes an effect at midnight. You know, that is true too, because I remember there being like a time frame in the ceasefire. And they posted they were striking Qatar prior to the launching. Okay. All right. So it makes sense. So let's hope this is the end of it.
Yeah.
And let's start ripping, dude.
I'm just trying to trade, bro.
I'm just start ripping, man. Let's
I'm trying to trade.
Oh,
I'm trying to see TRX hit 40 cents.
Oh,
and I'm trying to go to Miami
oh.
to hang out with some big booty Latinas on the beach.
I want a BBL next to me. I want a BBL.
Relax, get some sun for a few days because I look pale as hell.
I want to eat some sushi off of a BBL. Anyways.
All right.
Hey, you started the booty talk.
I did. Hey, look, man, I'm just saying I'm trying to go to Miami. I'm trying to party with Ravish.
Ravish, you're coming. Ravish, you are for sure coming to Miami.
I mean, she lives there.
Oh, dude, this whole time I thought Ravish lived in New York.
No. I'm sorry for telling people your personal information. Yeah.
Damn, this whole time I thought you were in New York.
Maybe you need to get better tune with your community, big dog.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding, dude.
Wow.
I'm just kidding. All right. So let's hope this war is over because like I said, I'm trying to trade. I'm trying to see TRX at 40 cents. I'm trying to take 4 or 5 days off the chart and not look at any charts for 4 or 5 days, but I can't do that in good conscience without leaving without a banger. It's the only way. It's the only way. It's the
banger.
A banger. Anyway.
Banger.
So Tesla pumping 8-9%, up another 2% after hours. They just introduced the robo taxis over the weekend in Austin. $4 flat fee. Fody just got a Tesla, so he can't wait to talk about it. Fody, what do you know on this?
That's pretty much all there is to know about it. Is that it launched in Austin first. Yep. As far as plans, you guys can only imagine the regulation hurdles that they're going to have to go through to be in majority of the states, especially Las Vegas and New York, where it's taxi cab central. Right? Yep. Uber had a nightmare of a time trying to get approved in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And they still are like, there's still a lot of where they can go and can't go stuff. What's crazy is the $4 fee. Flat.
Elon's a disruptor.
He's like, I'm about to piss everybody off.
You know how he calculates that? Dude, he's probably calculating that based off of like energy consumption per ride somehow.
But
and it's like really cheap. But it's like and it's really cheap. Bro, you know how much it costs for me to charge my car?
Bro, I'm not saying that I'm shocked about the cost. I know it's low, but $4.20, $4.20. You don't think that's funny? You know he does shit like that. Come on, there's no way it was $4.20 because it was $4.20. It was probably like $4. He goes, you know what? Let's make it $4.20 because I'm Elon and I do shit like that. He does that shit all the time.
Yeah, he does. You know what? It's also funny when you try to tip the robo taxi, right? There's a little screen that pops up to tip, and then as soon as you click a button, the hedgehog pops up and is like basically like, just kidding.
What?
Yeah.
Can the robo taxi use a Tesla tunnel? Isn't the Tesla tunnel in California to Las Vegas though?
No, it's just in Las Vegas, I think. Right now.
Las Vegas to California, I thought. You should know this, Mr. Elon, Mr. Shareholder.
Okay, so it's just in Las Vegas right now. Okay, and it was
from Las Vegas to California.
No, not yet. But right now it's just in Las Vegas. You cannot trust me. I would have known all about it. I get called into every every meeting, pretty much. Okay,
I mean,
so I think I would know. But yeah, it's
you got to change your Instagram bio from Mr. Palantir to Mr. Tesla. You know that, right?
yeah. So, anyways, I do. But yeah, it's only in Vegas.
Underground strip.
I've been in it.
On that thing.
I've
Has anyone in the chat been on the Tesla Underground here in Vegas? Because I know we got some. You've been in the Underground thing?
yes, I have.
Oh, well then, why don't you say it with your chest, little ass?
I don't know. Maybe stop having selective hearing. I don't know.
I'm retarded. Oh, you can't say that word anymore. I forgot. It's crazy.
I think you can.
That's why I got in trouble on TikTok because it said retarded.
No, I've been in it. I took it from the convention center to all the way to the Virgin Hotel.
Send the video.
I didn't take a video of it.
I don't believe it.
Bro, it's just an underground tunnel
with cool lights.
Bro, anybody could go on it. It's free.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, look at you take that down. Why'd you grip it like that? That's a weird grip.
What was so weird?
You like gripped it just like this and you went like this. It was weird. Like, why'd you grab it like that? Like all like this too.
Jesse, I think it's free, man, because when I went on it, I didn't have to pay anything. I just went in and got in.
$20 for free during conferences, Justin, and $20 for normal.
I mean, it was during a conference, but it was
shoulder worked on.
It was freaking free. I don't know. I didn't have to pay anything.
Well, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean it's just underground. Like there still has to be a driver. It's not completely autonomous.
So like someone there's still like a driver in the driver's seat?
There has to be.
Oh shit. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Oh, guys, so if you were in the live earlier today when we held the emergency live, we kind of brought up, just because it's not really like on our sheet right now, but we brought up about the tech CEOs and giants kind of joining the U.S. Army. And I was saying Meta and Mark Zuckerberg, and then Dan chimed in, gave us the exact info. So I got some more info on it, just if you guys wanted to know. So what happened was these following folks joined. All right. So it was Andrew Bosworth, who's the CTO of Meta. If I'm gonna say the name wrong, I'm sorry. Shyam Sankar is the CTO of Palantir. He also joined. Kevin Weil, who's the chief product officer of OpenAI, and then Bob McGrew, who was OpenAI's head of research, but now he is over at Thinking Machines Lab. So, what is this? So these guys actually did join the military reserves. So they went through a boot camp and all that stuff, but it was like a different kind of boot camp. They still did like marksmanship, the physical fitness tests, the uniform standards, all that stuff. But like a shortened version, basically about 2 weeks time that they did it. So they're all basically going to contribute 120 hours per year in basically advising the U.S. Army and AI, VR, cybersecurity, sensor integration, all that stuff, but while still, of course, maintaining their normal civil roles at their companies. So, reason why the Army did it is, just to bring that Silicon Valley tech into the Army, and we know so much of the stuff now that the military is doing is drone stuff, AR stuff, VR stuff, all that stuff, buying glitter, right? There's the point that I was trying to make earlier is that, I kind of think I kind of thought that was cool that they're doing that, but the words that I couldn't kind of get out was that, there's that there's that. Well, are they going to come too powerful and kind of become evil, kind of thing? Who remembers Project Maven here? Let's see if you
Ooh,
guys really know AI and tech.
remind us about it.
Who remembers Project Maven in 2018, I think, 2017, 2018. So Project Maven, let me just open the chat if anyone's in. No. So Project Maven was basically the US military partnering up with Google. And at that time, Google was going to provide AI stuff, drone stuff, like basically like all these crazy kind of like tests and scans about how drones fly, crazy stuff like that. You know, just like we've been saying, AI and all this stuff has been around for 15, 20 years. If you guys don't believe me, just look up Aladdin by BlackRock. AI has been out for a long time. It's just now getting into the hands of the public more. It's been around for a long time. But back then, over like 4,000 Google employees signed this thing to get them out of it because Google had this motto that they introduced into the company a long time ago. And the motto was literally "Don't be evil." It was literally in Google's motto, "Don't be evil." When Google kind of rebranded to Alphabet, they took "Don't be evil" away from their like main motto, but it's still in their company mission statement at the end. It says "Don't be evil." Reason is because, right, they don't want these tech companies to get all this power and kind of quote unquote be evil, right? Kind of goes back to like Facebook, right? They have all this power to not censor content, not censor the information that goes out there. But we saw during COVID and through the last administration, right, that damn well happened. And just like Fody was saying earlier, Zuckerberg admitted to that, right? He goes, yes, I had to do this and this for the government. I did not want to do it. And reason why we don't want these companies to be quote unquote evil, if they work with the government, cool. But make sure that whatever your guys' companies do, don't all of a sudden start to change and shift, right? If you're helping the US government, cool. But make sure your platforms still allow free speech, don't censor stuff and all that stuff, right? That's kind of what I was trying to say earlier is like, right, we don't want these people to be quote unquote evil, which, you know, I don't think they will, but we'll see. Plus, all these companies already have all of our information anyway, they like nonstop. So, like, what else can they possibly do with it, right? It's all already out there.
You
Yeah.
know,
What's
I
up?
wanted to touch on this. I think people had a huge problem with this when it was extreme wokeism in this country, right? Um, you had feds. I'm speaking generally here, right? There was feds showing up to people's doors for saying quote unquote, you know, quote unquote, like stuff that isn't against law, stuff that
You
isn't
remember the
exactly.
FBI came into my house for my
Yeah,
tweet?
yeah.
Yeah, guys, you remember when the Olympics was going on and that stuff about that boxer came out? I might have tweeted something not too wild, but tweeted something. The FBI came to my house and they said, "Did you tweet this?" My account got hacked. It did get hacked because it was in Italy at the time where that post was made. I was like, Italy, what? That's crazy.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is that's one of many instances, right?
True story.
Um, when there was extreme wokeism in this country, a lot of what people were saying on social media could be twisted into so many ways, and the government was using that. The feds were using that to their advantage. It was honestly a terrible time.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't an uprising for that. But yeah, that's actually crazy as hell now that we think about it, right?
Dude, FBI
But
pulled up to my house, bro. And I looked it up. It was going on everywhere. If you spoke out specifically against trans, FBI came up to your house. It was fucking crazy.
mhm,
Like wild shit.
insane.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah. What else we got on the docket? All right. Little real estate update for you guys. The U.S. sale and list price gap largest ever, guys. What is the sale and the sale and list price gap? All right, people list their homes for a certain price and then they sell for a different price. That's the gap. So wherever they list it for, and it sells for whatever this for, and this gap keeps getting bigger over time.
Yep.
What does that mean? I don't know, but recently it was about a $30,000 differential, and the gap just keeps getting bigger.
I saw a real estate agent that I follow, and she'd posted buyers are over here thinking they're gonna get 08 prices, and then sellers think they're still gonna get 2021 prices, but both sides are out of their mind, out of touch with reality.
Mm-hmm. Man, yeah,
But I know this is something me and you have been watching, from commercial real estate to just normal real estate. We've been waiting for this shit to dip.
yeah, for real. And like a healthy dip or not. I mean, realistically, I would want to see a financial collapse or a housing collapse like in 2008. Ideally, I would like to see that.
But how does that tumble into your crypto bags? Probably not good, dude. Probably not good, honestly. We don't want that.
Probably not, hopefully, and this is just me being max retarded. We already said it, so I'm just going to say it again. Uh, and this is just me thinking like, in a universe where everything is good, you could get crypto pumping to all-time highs at the same time the housing market is completely obliterated. Wouldn't we all want that? Chat, wouldn't we all want that?
Give us 3.5 years to pump our bags, and then housing collapse. Everyone buys a mansion from TRX winnings.
Wouldn't we like that?
I'm okay with that. But wait for the collapse to happen in 3.5 years so we could get our bags up. All right. Let's get into some stock news. Wow, half hour in, we haven't even gotten to stock and crypto news. Look at that.
Yeah, we need to pick it up. Whew.
Yeah. All right. So stocks, guys. Circle. If you are an elite member, check the Itchy Nissan thread. Circle. Do you guys know what Circle is?
We talked about it last stream.
If you don't know, you need a reminder. Circle is the USDC stablecoin provider, the stablecoin by Coinbase, the second biggest stablecoin out in the market, right behind USDT.
They created USDC.
And they're public, and they are pumping. Boys and girls, you got to look at that chart. Look at the chart. Came out on June 5th, opened at $69. It's currently at $262. It went up to $298 today. $298. Look at the 15-minute chart. If we break 274, Circle has the chance to go to $329. $329. That is a move of 25% more.
Yes.
Circle over 274 can hit 329. So keep it on your radar. Circle. Thing is pumping. Hits 260 today, hit 290, and I think this thing can go to 329 buckaroos, guys. 329 buckaroos. It's doing the exact same pattern on the chart that SEI just did. Look at SEI, everyone. Check out SEI right now. Look at that pattern on that 1 hour. You're seeing that same technical move on SEI 1 hour on Circle 15-minute. Circle 15-minute. TRX handling perfection. Guys, TRX is opened above the 34 EMA today. And guess what? The 8 EMA is above the 34. Bullish engulfing yesterday. Break out. Please. Hit 40 cents. Naked sushi off Big Booty Latina sounds awesome, bro. Been really getting into that stuff lately.
All right.
All right. Oil and stocks stable after U.S. bombs. We already talked about that. Fody, why don't you take it away with the defense stocks?
All right, guys.
Mr. Big Mog.
Since we're at a ceasefire now, you might not see so much action, but the situation to me still seems a little fluid. Okay.
Yeah.
Something deep inside my soul.
Don't say it.
I'm not just going to say it, but write these down. Okay. These stocks all cater to defense in the United States military and other and other allied nations. You ready?
Yep.
Lockheed Martin.
Write it down, boys. Lockheed Martin.
Raytheon. Boeing. Guys, if you don't know, Boeing literally makes missiles. Northrop Grumman. Grumman. Tongue twister.
Not to be confused with David.
Honeywell. Okay. Palantir.
You have any more?
Keep your eye out because it's happening soon. Anduril's going public. Anduril.
Did you see the photo he posted with Mark Zuckerberg a few weeks ago?
Very funny. I could touch on that if you want. You want me to touch on that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, as we're talking about that, right? We're talking about Zuckerberg.
Let me spell it Anduril real quick because it's a tongue twister too. Anduril. Okay, go on, Arthur. Sorry.
So, right, he mentioned Palantir, and what did we just talk about? We just talked about two publicly traded companies where their high-level executives have now joined the U.S. military. Palantir and Facebook, or Meta, right? Meta is so strong right now; it's pumping. If you look at that Meta weekly, the last 3 weeks have been inside candles. This thing's gonna pump more Meta. Unbelievable stock. I can't believe I bought it at 90 and sold like a bum. Anyway, unbelievable stock. And then Palantir, right? So Fody said, yes, even if the war is subsiding, Palantir is also joining the U.S. military. I mean, they have already done so much work with them and have contracts with them, but now one of their members is officially like a part of the U.S. Army too. Of course, we were talking about like the boys club, right? A lot. It's how like, this person is on the board seats. And we were talking about that with the Trump family when it came to TRX, SRM, and DOMH, right? About that whole boys club, about all the basically the boys sitting in the board seats of the same companies to kind of pump each other up. It's kind of the same thing here. Like, look at who is sitting around the money and follow them, right? We know that whatever Trump touches right now, his main objective is to make money in, right? And we know whatever companies are brought on board to help with that mission or to help with the government is going to be on the money train too. It's kind of a no-brainer.
It's so funny. It's so funny that you say this, Arthur, because I'm going to say something. But before we do, I'm still not done mentioning the stocks.
My bad.
L3 Harris. That's another stock. L3 Harris. Okay, that's a big one. And then, keep in mind for technology that's going to aid into this. So NVIDIA in some capacity, Intel in some capacity. And And then think of like, precious metal manufacturers too, because precious metals are used in artillery.
Glitter.
Anyways, glitter too, but you can't even. There's no way to invest. I wish you could invest in glitter, but I guess you can't.
One of the
Yeah,
world's biggest tapped in secrets. Glitter X. Dude,
go
they
down the
are
rabbit
the
hole.
Illuminati.
Go down the rabbit hole, man. I went down that rabbit hole one time. It's crazy, but it's so funny. You talking about like the boys club, right? So Lucky Palmer came out saying this on how he created Anduril,
Mhm.
right? And like talking about how companies should scale and do this and do that. He was referencing a group chat that he's in. There's a group chat that goes around in Silicon Valley, and it's called the Billionaire Boys Club.
Mm, love
And
that.
basic
I
it,
want to
it
invite.
and basically it's for any one person that has sold a company for $1 billion plus, and they all get invited to this group chat. Now why is Anduril, why is Lucky Palmer and Mark Zuckerberg teaming up so funny? Does anybody know the lore?
Tell us. Tell us. Tell us.
The lore is this. Okay, I'll say it again. Lucky Palmer. Dude, I don't know why I can't say it.
Dude, just call it LH or something, bro,
Okay,
because you clearly can't talk.
his name is Palmer Lucky. First of all, not Lucky Palmer, like the drink. Palmer Lucky created Oculus Rift. Oculus was the VR goggles that are now the Meta Quest, right? Facebook bought that and brought on Palmer Lucky to further improve it and everything, to advance it under Facebook. However, Mark Zuckerberg fired Palmer Lucky,
Mm.
right? And Palmer was like really salty about it for a while, and he's been pretty vocal about it in the past years.
He upset.
Yeah, he's been pretty upset with it. So that's why it's funny when he posted the picture of him and Zuck teaming up. Because it's like going full circle.
You guys filling in this lore? That's
That's
juice.
the lore. That's the lore.
Hmm.
I needed to make sure people understood that.
I I might fire off a trade here soon, guys. Oops. Something's hollering at me. Deep lore there, huh? Deep lore.
Deep lore. All right, let's fly through the crypto because it's not that crazy, anyways. And
We
then
really went over all the crazy.
yeah, I know, guys. Coinbase secures Mika license in Europe. Okay, cool. We already know that.
Okay, who remembers what Mika is? It's the European Crypto Board of Regulation. Super anal about stable coins. Coinbase secured a license with them. Basically, what we've been talking about, right? The stables are getting passed through, and I made a post the other day in the Discord too, saying that the Genius Act got passed as well. The Genius Act is a stablecoin act as well that just got passed. It got pushed through one thing. It's got like one more thing left to pass, which is basically going to pass. So, long story short, the world is on board with stables and is approving stables as long as they can show that they have the liquidity to back it up. They have the backing. All signs bullish. What does this mean? Keep buying Bitcoin. If you don't own Bitcoin, what are you doing? But I know everyone in this chat has some Bitcoin. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in here.
Yep. All right, next thing, guys. And you know how bullish I've been of this token. But there's been a slight change of heart. Okay. You guys know Jupiter, right? Jupiter had a big meeting the other day, big update the other day. And it kind of altered my thoughts on Jupiter a little bit. So Jupiter's big thing, right, was its DAO too. They had probably one of the biggest DAOs, working DAOs in Web3. They decided to pause Dow voting. And they say, to be honest, I'm not that upset about pausing the Dow voting because like people could get carried away of what's proposed in Dow votes, right? And it could be non-conducive to the growth of the product. But so they decided to pause that. The thing that I have an issue with is the staking that goes along with it. So when they pause Dow voting, if you guys
Mhm.
don't know, if you were to vote for proposals for Jupiter in the Dow, you got these things called automated staking rewards, uh,
Mm.
um, called ASR, which is what you would get when you would vote, because you needed a stake to vote. And they stopped that too. And the issue with that is there was a lot of rewards that still needed to be dished out, and I don't think they're doing that anymore.
Mm.
And so it kind of left uncertainty within Jupiter in the direction that they're going.
Mhm.
So I guess time will tell. I've personally unstaked my Jupiter, and it takes 30 days to unstake, and I'm gonna, as soon as it's finished unstaking, I'm gonna make the decision whether to sell or not sell on that day. Um, so we'll see how it plays out.
Right, right. So OKX is an exchange, and it's an exchange that I'm literally talking to one of the guys right now. Fody, you remember the guy we met at the Bitcoin conference? The guy
Yeah,
that has that Soul bot
yeah.
for potential tournament or like promo or something. But they want us on
Mhm.
board. They saw our trading volume as SU. They definitely want us on board, and they're considering going US IPO, guys. Guys, this is happening.
You guys,
Crypto companies are going public.
yeah,
It's happening in front of our eyes. At
it's the new
this
thing.
point, if you are not buying Bitcoin, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing? If you're not at least buying $1 a week, $2 a week, $1 every other week, if you're not buying Bitcoin, you are not going to make it. If you do not own Bitcoin, you're not going to make it. Period. What are we doing here? Everyone's going public. Sorry, I'm getting kind of hyped up, but you got to own some Bitcoin. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
It's happening. It's here. Institutions are here. Like I said before, if you own one Bitcoin, you are a part of the 0.26% of the population. You need to have some Bitcoin. It's too
Bitcoin.
scarce. It is impossible for every US citizen to own one Bitcoin. It's impossible for every US citizen to even own a half of a Bitcoin. It's impossible. Get some Bitcoin for your lives. Just get it. It's you it's a risk you can't afford not to take. Straight up. Financial advice or not. You have to have some. It's crazy not to.
Pause. Stop clicking buttons.
What do you what?
Oh, I saw the chat. Pause. Why did you pause it? I clicked wrong button. I meant to press play.
No, no, dude. He didn't pause anything because you kept saying Jupiter pausing it. Jupiter's pausing it, and I'm like, pause. Why are you pausing it? He didn't pause anything. You guys are retarded.
Well, hold on. It's funny because like he's known for that. He's known to be just clicking random buttons on accident.
Like, what is he pause? What do you think you paused?
I don't know. I thought he paused like the stream or something because
No,
now he
good.
has access to StreamYard. Watch the whole thing shut down because he clicked something wrong. Just clicked end
No, we're
stream.
good. We're good. Guys,
Uh
the whole state of Texas knows you got to have Bitcoin. They've signed the Texas Bitcoin Reserve Bill.
into law. Into law.
Mr. 10X himself, Ravish Tucker shit, Mr. Grant Cardone. We already knew this because we went to the 10X conference, but Grant Cardone from Cardone Capital has added 1,000 Bitcoin Roonies to his balance sheet. Bitcoin Treasury Company. Have we not said that word every single live the last 4 weeks? Bitcoin Treasury Company. Guys, the smartest people in the rooms are buying Bitcoin. Do I gotta bang my ding?
Your mic, you just muted your mic. What the hell did you just do? I can't hear you. Are you kidding me? We were almost there, guys. We were almost there. Dude,
I'm back.
Okay, there
we
you
good?
go. Yeah, you're good.
I get too hype. I was slamming the desk. I'm like, guys, all the money is buying Bitcoin. It's just, I'm just gonna keep saying it. Buy some Bitcoin, man. So Grant Cardone bought 1,000 Bitcoin, put it on his balance sheet, and he's basically allowing people to invest their Bitcoin and leverage that into properties and borrow against Bitcoin, just like people borrow against stocks. All the smartest money is buying Bitcoin. We just got to get some Bitcoin. Race to accumulation.
Bitcoin.
Yep. I think we kind of flew by the rest of the news kind of real quick. Oops.
I mean, dude, we're 48 minutes in. I think we're doing just fine, brother.
Yep. Oh, in other news, Norway's considering to ban crypto mining. Who cares?
Yeah,
they're not
cool.
getting it.
Obviously. All right, Norway, you're so sick, dude. Who cares? Nobody cares what you're doing, Norway. No offense from Norway. Just saying, like,
I love my Norwegians.
Yeah, Norway's cool. I heard it's a nice place.
Wow. Guys, check this out. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what I'm talking about. People paying attention. Jacob just said, in the trenches on this glitter stuff, it led me to look into coding companies, Coting, Coting, not codeine, coding companies with defensive contracts. First one was PPG, and it had a great day, guys. PPG Industries. Wow, they did have a nice day. Wow, look at that chart. Still in the downtrend.
Dude, you guys are going to be talking about glitter all week.
Glitter. Guys, TRX is cooking. Oh, my God. Guys, oh, my God. I want us to make so much freaking money.
Arthur, what's it going to take for you to come on to next market update with glitter on your face?
TRX 40 cents, dude. I'll fucking put TRX and glitter on my chest. I've been waiting for a reason to take my shirt off. I look fucking amazing.
I want to put glitter on my eye. On your face. I said your face.
I'm putting it on my face and chest.
Would you put it on your eyes, like on your eye, around your eyes?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna do the same thing.
I'll come in here looking like the hottest chick in the world, bro. If TRX is 40 cents.
That's true. When you shave your face, you do give that look off. What the hell was that?
Dude, TRX, man, just break out of 28 cents one more time for us.
Break it out!
The race is on. The race is on. What's crazy is through all this shit, all this stress, if you just held TRX from when we first got in, you'd be up crazy still. You'd be up crazy right now.
Incredible.
You'd be up, let's see.
I might have lunged far.
10.7% standard on 20X, about 200%. So Justin, you know how you felt about Palantir and how you feel about Anduril, and you just feel
about that with TRX. I get it.
Yeah, I can't shake people hard enough to just believe in it.
Honestly, that's how I feel about MOG too.
Like if I need to come in punch somebody in the face for them to get TRX, that's the kind of energy I'm on. I just want to punch TRX into people's portfolios. I don't know how that's possible, but I just want to beat TRX into people.
beat it. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Just beat it.
Mog. That's how I feel about Mog, dude. I honestly
mean,
I'm a Mog
dude,
max.
At the end of the day, what's a goon to a goblin, bro? I don't even know.
Dude, I'm seeing so much, bro. I'm seeing some good plays right now. We got Popcat sub 300. I like it. Dude, Mog, man. I think Mog is. Oh, I'm on a weekly. Oops.
Guys, dupe chart. You guys already know dupe daily is fantastic.
Where's my startup boys at and girls? Do I have some startup boys and girls still in here? Because I'm still in it. And dude, I'm surprised how well it's held through like this whole situation.
Guys, I need you to please put MKR on your radars, please. MKR, I talked about it in the last live. This thing had a monster candle, and I missed it. We all did. No way you caught that candle unless you're on like a low time frame. But it had a 14% candle today or yesterday. We know that the new daily candle opened 1 hour ago, so I say today, but it had a 14% candle. If this thing pulls back to like 1920 to about 1850s, this is a buy, guys. MKR, MKR, MKR. Keep that on the radar. That's the trade that I'm trying to get us in. I just need to get a good entry because it is such an expensive coin. It costs $1,900. So we need a good entry. Love this setup. Love this coin. I'm sorry. I don't love the coin. I love the setup. I'm sorry. I love this setup. It's a really good setup. Keep that on your freaking radars. Dupe setup, fantastic. That Hosiko cat thing is getting some life again. Good spot plays there. And then I want us to keep an eye on a sector that's not performing that well, but that's the gaming sector. A lot of action coming in on them today. And if you look at a lot of the daily setups on them, a lot of them close the day with very strong bullish engulfing candles. So just look for some continuation in gaming. And make sure you guys are paying attention to those ETH levels. Guys, it's trading like butter. 2150 right back to 2440. It's trading like butter. Unfortunately, we are not out of the woods just yet. If you guys look at Ethereum, it's a perfect example of what I was talking about when old support becomes a new resistance. We move to the downside. So if anyone has Discord open right now, check out the ETH daily setups right there. So that is what we don't want to see, right? Because this was support, and now support at the moment is a resistance. So we need to break out of this picture for us to move forward. I'm posting it in the Discord crypto floor right now, just so you guys have an idea. We're not out of the woods just yet, but TRX, man, it's just such a man of its own, man. We all damn well know too that TRX would have flown like crazy on June 16th if that war shit did not start. Easy peasy. Man. Someone just said in the chat, syrup. Yeah, syrup has been so strong, man. You guys are wild with that one. That's awesome, though. Syrup has been incredibly strong. That daily chart's freaking nuts, dude. But yeah, guys, that's all I got. MKR, don't sleep on MKR. We got war blocked on TRX. Yes, war block. Love that word. I love TRX more and more every damn day, honestly. Can't wait till this shit hits, dude. Just go to Miami and fucking rip my face off. I mean, Zen out. What? All right, guys. That's all I got. That's all we got. Let us know if we should do some live streams this week. Let us know in the chat. And we'll maybe jump on. We just got to get the group to do it. Be good, be smart. You guys are awesome. I love the shift in the Discord. We're all pretty damn calm for the most part. about stuff happening. We're some champs. That's all. That's all I got to say. We covered a lot this morning about knowing when to trade, when not to trade. So keep doing everything you guys are doing, showing up, jumping into the live, staying active. I freaking love this group. We got some strong traders in here. We got some strong info gatherers here. I love it. Let's crush. All hail TRX.
Peace out, y'all. It's been real. Wait, ticker MP40 rare earth. What?
Ticker MP.
Put it in the Discord, Jacob.
Materials Corp. Oh, look at that 1 hour. Oh my God, this thing has been flying. All right, fam. TRX all in. Just kidding, but not.
Peace.
Peace
Pause.
out.
Stick around, big dog.
Stick around, Pierce.